back to the Kerbalist. This is episode 5. Weren't super successful last night. We had some technical problems, so I'm hoping tonight goes a little bit better. Just a quick overview of where we're at. As I mentioned yesterday, we got a bunch of mods going. So these are the gameplay mods over here. These are immersion mods. Free IV lets you move around inside of the spaceships, which we're looking forward to. And then today I also finally paid $5 for Black Rat's Volumetric Clouds. We're going to be playing around with that as well. Current mission is still the MUN flyby, so let's jump back into it. All right, first of all, let's just wait until morning. There we go. That's beautiful. Look at that. Wow. This spot's great. Okay. So, last time we took this vessel, tried to get to the moon, and we were not even close. We got into high Kerbin orbit. We launched this probe towards the moon. We got an intercept, but we ran out of batteries. So the thing that's becoming pretty obvious is we kind of need solar panels. We just don't have enough power to mess around with unmanned vehicles too much. We still, I think, can handle the moon flyby, but with this vessel, especially this rounded tops, they're pretty unaerodynamic. The launch is kind of difficult. So we're just going to start over and go for a sort of a classic. Just send Jeb by himself and hope for the best. Alright. Let's start with just a very simple parachute setup here, so we can make sure we can get back with our science bays and stuff. I kind of want to do a little bit of a test. I want to see if this is, if one parachute is enough to land the science bay, basically. Well, the other thing we do is we could just up our sample capacity. That might be doable. If we take so we basically take the science experiment storage, which is this guy here. I mean, more or less just store it right here. That thing should be enough to get what we need. Okay, I think this will work. Okay, we'll be able to take lots of science. We'll take 2 of these. Fair amount of power. We're going to basically save these as emergency backup power for when we get back to Kerbin if we need it. Same with this. Alright. Now I want to test before anything else. I'm going to call this Monty 2. So I just want to see if this is enough to safely land. It's just the one parachute. So let's try that and see how it goes. Let's put it on a small solid fuel booster. Let's go lawn dart mode basically. So let us try out our new atmosphere as well, which is cool. Alright, let's do this. These clouds are amazing. I'm glad I paid for this. Separated. Want to go retrograde. Okay, get up to sort of maximum falling speed. Alright. Let's deploy the chute. And that should be perfectly fine for landing. Alright, there goes our... That's been kind of cool. We're actually going to have a nice little landing here. It's a nice little shader effect they've got on the edge of the water to make it look like waves. Whoa. We just lost the ocean. No big deal. Well, something blew up in there. Lost one of our science things. Alright, that's fine. We can handle that. I accept. That's good enough, I think. A little bit of a shame. Apparently this can cause apparently the HDR mode can cause some things with the ocean. Not really sure though. I'm just gonna leave it for now, but we know how to fix it if we need to. Okay. Alright. Now I think we're ready to prepare our actual moon flyby. Kind of tempted to put these actually on here because you can see what happened on that last there we go, put it like that. Basically because they're touching the ground they observed the shock and one of them busted as a result, so we're gonna put them there instead. Should be good. Close. Electric charge is off. Monoprop we don't actually need. Shield. Coupler. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty much it. We just need some science experiments, which I'm also tempted to just put inside. that and see if we can get some initial moon scans going as well. I'm just gonna put these on the outside, I think. Res. Yeah, I'm gonna save those actually because I needed to conserve power. Is the problem. So this is gonna take 0.8 electric charge per second, which is not really something we can do. All right, so I'm gonna take the Science Junior. Put it on down here. So basically we're just going to be landing with this. We're going to take all of the science out of here. We're going to store it in the experiment bay there. And then we're going to see how far we can get. So let's see here. See what we can do with just that for now. So this value here, ISP, where it says engine ISP is 85 in atmosphere and 345 in vacuum. So that's a measure of efficiency, basically. How much delta V we get out of our expended fuel. So this is, you can see 310 in vacuum, so it's still pretty decent, but I don't think any of these other ones are as good. Shut down. Right from other parts. Okay. This is definitely our best bet for the actual flight to the moon. And that gives us 643 meters per second. Well, kind of more than that, I think. $756. This is because I haven't changed the delta V for vacuum. There we go. So that's a shit ton. That's actually way better than we had before. 3,000 meters a second. Basically, if I can get this baby into orbit, I don't even think I need that much fuel. 2,600. Okay, so delta V. This is to get into orbit. So we need our launch stage to be able to handle this. And after that, to get to, let's say, low orbit and back, we need about 860, 870, 1170, let's say about 2,400 to get there and back again. And that's what we have. So I think this would be perfect for our flyby vehicle. Okay, coupling. Let's put a proper sort of main stage on here. Let's do one has a better efficiency in atmosphere. 265 in atmosphere for the Reliant. 250. So we're going to rely on our ability to use aerodynamic shifting. So let's switch the delta V to sea level. See, that's 1509, so that's actually half of what we need. That's pretty good. And then if I give us 3 big solid fuel boosters, let's see if that does this. That gives us 1,200 plus 1,500, which is not enough. If I do 4. Not really. Okay. liquid fuel boosters. That is exactly enough, actually, to get into orbit. We don't have any struts or anything, which is maybe a problem, but I think it is what it is. Let's try with one more on there, like this. Then we're going to take this control surface. It's important that we have control surface. We're going to put one on the center here, and then we're going to put one on the outside like this. Now we're going to lose some inefficiency because we can't strap things down yet. We don't have those pieces, but I think it's going to have to work for us. All right, that gives us 2200 plus 1400 should be more than enough to get in orbit. I think we're kind of ready to fly this thing. Check our science. It'd be good to have a communication partner. We're going to need some batteries as well. Put it back on there. I don't know if that's going to give us enough range, but we'll find out, I guess. Should, I think. Okay. So we definitely need a lot of electrical now. That's our next thing we need. For that, that should be plenty enough to actually run our experiments and stuff, and then we'll ditch all of these when we're ready for re-entry. A little ridiculous, but I guess that's where we're at. Alright. Okay. Electrical charge, 4 days. Air, 4 days. Stress lasts for 30 days in here. Good. Don't really think we need anything else. So science-wise, that lets us only do things in atmosphere. Might be worth it for when we land, I suppose. Pressure scan gets us a little bit of science. I'll take it, just in case. Kind of counterbalance everything else with this thing. There we go. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Much easier design than the previous one. Let's see if it works. Alright, so we got the main stage with the 4 big engines. We'll cut that, take this big engine to finish off the ascent. This guy will take us to the moon and back. We separate here above the science base. We got to make sure we collect our science first. We have got our backup power inside of there, and then we've got our parachute on the top. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's see who's in the crew. We got Jeb, perfect. Let's do this. Okay. Here is Jeb in this tiny little capsule. It's pretty cool. So we can look it over again. Here's I don't really have any room to move around here, so This is the free IVA, so I can kind of move around and explore this. Of course, this capsule is pointing straight up, so there's not much I can do right now, but we'll use this to look out the window when we get up there. All right. For now, though, let's turn on SIS. Let's go for it. Beautiful so far. These plumes are amazing. Those are the waterfall mod. Remote, Apple is going up well. Start turning a little. We can. Nudging ourselves over a bit. Ease back on the throttle. We don't need to get super fast when we're in the low atmosphere still. That is beautiful. Officially going into orbit. That's good. All right. Quick save, quick. Drop the throttle. Fire up the next engine. And just kind of kick it up from there. Alright, beautiful. Now, we're going to just wait for a little bit before that apoapsis. Just aim for the prograde pretty much. Just wait until we're a little bit before the apoapsis. Yep. Just gonna burn and circularize if we can. See, our apoapsis time is still going down. We're not circularizing. Perhaps we should have probably started this burn a little bit sooner, but that's fine. Still quite high, so just burning like this should get us to where we're going without having to worry about it really. As you can see, it's kind of working there. There we go. Orbit. Okay. Now we just need to get a moon intersection. So this is where we're going to try one of these new mods, Astrogator, which is up here somewhere. kind of like the idea of this because unlike old MechJeb, it doesn't really do everything for you. It just gives you a maneuver. It gives you an intersect. And we can warp to the window as soon as we're aiming at it. Let's kind of save before we commit anything here, and let's try it. Okay. Current time is 55 seconds. Okay, and we're igniting. We're going to burn the last of the fuel on our main stage here, and then we're going to switch to this other stage. Alright. Now we are finally on our way to the moon. We've got lots of electric charge, which of course also charging up right now. Okay. And I believe we have an intersect. The moon encounter in 5 hours. We're just gonna knock this periapsis down a little bit, just to make our lives a little bit easier. under 50K is what we're shooting for. Okay, should do it. And then we're gonna have to obviously re-enter afterwards, which might be interesting, but we'll see how that goes. Alright. It's 5 hours from now. Let's do this. Maybe we should have brought some more radiation shielding, but we don't plan to be out here for that long. So, go. Beautiful. And here we are in MUN orbit. So far, so good. Just kind of check on our situation. A little bit radiated. That's fine. Got plenty of electric charge. Start doing some science. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is we're first of all going to just rotate slightly. Alright. Turn off the scrubber for now, because I think we're okay. That's plenty, okay. Then, we're gonna get out of our seat. Try to look out the window. Beautiful. Let's do this. There we are. Jeb is outside of the spaceship. Let us take an EVA report. Beautiful. So we are going to have to start transmitting this. Let's really hope that works, because we don't have a huge amount of data storage available. Right. We are transmitting. Good. And obviously this guy can take a bunch of data as well. So just go ahead and do that. In fact, let's shut down. Okay, this is just physical science. Alright, that's fine. So as power gets low, we'll turn off data transmission. And we'll turn off the material study. Alright. Good. Just keep an eye on that. And gonna save again. And let's kind of warp towards the moon here. Okay. Nothing new here. I'll wait until we're down below 50,000. I'm gonna start up the material study again as well. Just gotta keep an eye on the power. So I'm going to try something here. So otherwise we're just going to shoot straight off into the moon. So if I shoot retrograde now, should be able to easily return to Kerbin afterwards. Okay, a little too far there. There we go. I think this should work for us just fine. Get a little more juice out of the engines as well. Okay, and we're also going to do one last EVA. I'm hoping this is enough science from this mission to get us some solar power when we get back, but we'll see. Okay. So we're out of power because I need to turn on my other guys here. So we're going to turn off Geo Study. We're going to turn off Mystery Goo. Do that one. Retracted. And we're going to re-enable our last battery packs. There's two of them. We'll save the others for the way back. Okay. That was pretty cool. Obviously don't have enough power for the full material study, but that's okay, that'll come later. We've got a bunch of science in here in the storage. Can I transfer the rest of the data here? I'm a little bit worried about that we're not going to be. Okay, so we'll turn on transmission again when we start braking. Alright, I think we're pretty much good with our flyby. So let's go ahead and accelerate out of here. Go. Jebediah Kerman's heads feels light. I'm concerned about that. Bad air poisoning. Okay, we gotta turn that scrubber back on again. Okay. Jebediah is breathing again. Alright, we are at... Okay. 2 hours, we'll turn that on again. This will help us recharge though. So we are going to come back in. Hopefully not run into the moon again, because I'm a little bit worried about that. Well, that's why we save first. Alright. Let's find out what happens. fuel. Put on our last 2 batteries. Electric charge. Open. Alright, and then we're basically just going to turn off everything we can. We are turning off radiation scan, turning off the crew report, turning off the scrubber. Yeah, let's just go for it. I really haven't played with this mod too much yet, so we'll kind of see what it'll actually, how strict it's going to be. Perry asks this. Ooh, that's. I don't think I really realized how far of a trip this was. I'm worried. All right, let's see what happens. We're going to try to bring this in a little closer and charge the batteries at the same time. We're just hitting the atmosphere. We can aero brake at least a little bit. This is only going to last another 2 hours. Day of air left, 2 days of consumables left. Clearly I should have checked on the actual travel times between Kerbalism and the moon, but that's fine. I could have brought some extra air and stuff. Okay, Jebediah's clean, breathing clean air again. Gonna turn that off. Bring in. Start the scrubber again. Off the scrubber again. Save. I think we're going to be okay. something like during atmosphere. Do this. Scrubber is on for 5, off for 4. Jebediah is okay right now. Let's warp in a little closer. I am going to turn off the power here so we just have that last little bit to get us down. Crossing the radiation belt. Okay, everything's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. Basically should have rejected these. Okay, well, I don't have time for this. Gotta pull in right now. Okay, I would kind of like to come down over there. So that's actually, I'm just going to leave this here, I think. Alright, I think we're going to be fine. Turn on the scrubber. That can be running. This other stuff is just how it is, I think. Alright. Coming home. Still locking that electric charge for the re-entry. I don't know that we're getting to the sunrise, but that's fine. In that case, we might as well really slow down. Alright. Here we go. Please close that. Shit. A beautiful morning. Don't need that anymore. Don't have any storage space, so I guess that's what it is. Sound of my descent booster braking. Alright, here we go. Hopefully this doesn't roll. It's gonna roll a little. Okay. Can we get out? Alright, well. We landed on our side. Now we're stuck, so I'm just gonna call it a success. Cover vessel. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. 182 science. Perfect. Pretty good. We're just going to check what the science settings are here. Kerbalism, science. Huh? I'll take it. Okay, so I can finally get the first solar panel, which is very important for us. I can get general construction, so let's get the strut connector, also super important. Then I'm a bit tempted to just get this first aviation. Try some spaceplane stuff. See what else we're trying to get here. So this lets us do more science. That's pretty important. Obviously, our next mission is going to be to try to land on the moon. Move some satellites as well. Okay, so we got a lot of interesting stuff. Yeah, for now I think I'm just getting the aviation, basic aviation package here. Okay. So there you have it. We got our first moon flyby. Next time probably do some probes. Probably try out some more KOS kind of stuff. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night.